Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Mariaz, and my audience today is going to consist of this big monkey and this Apapillipet. Today, I'm going to be speaking on Chapter 14 in a pocket guide to public speaking on developing introductions and conclusions. I'd like to start by asking my audience a question. How many of you have heard the phrase, "Do not judge a book by its cover"? It's a phrase we all seem to know well, and it serves to remind us not to make hasty judgments based on appearances alone. However, in a public speaking setting, things can work a little bit differently. Here, that same cover can act as your first impression, and it is incredibly important. The way that you start and finish your speeches can drastically influence how the audience receives your messages. Let's talk introductions. This is your moment to capture the audience's attention and to set the stage for everything that you might have to say to them. Think of it as an opportunity to create a strong and positive first impression. Some tips on a good introduction would be starting with a bang. Maybe you have a compelling story or a provocative question, maybe even a gross statistic. Anything that could really snag your listener's ear and make them listen to what you have to say. Another tip would be you could be clear and concise. Maybe you just want to give your audience a brief rundown of what you have to say and allow them to listen at their own discretion. Lastly, you could show passion. If you show to your audience that you care about what you are talking about, your audience will be more likely to care as well. Now that we've gotten our introduction tips out of the way, let's talk about conclusions. A strong opening is just as crucial as a strong closing. This is your chance to impress your audience and ensure that the message you want them to go home with is going home with them. Some tips for a memorable conclusion would be summarization. You could summarize everything that you've said and allow it to be fresh in their heads for when they leave. You could end with an impact. Maybe you didn't start with something that was a bang, but maybe you want to finish with something strong that has a compelling story or a provocative question or even a gross statistic. Finally, you want to thank your audience. Allow your audience to know that you appreciate them and that you're thankful for them being there to listen to your speech. By mastering your introductions and conclusions, you can bring your public speaking skills to a whole new level and allow your messages to be sent out with full impact. And remember, while we shouldn't judge books by its cover, in public speaking, that first and last impression can make all the difference. Thank you, and have a good day.